Hey everybody, Kit Fairchild here. Going to talk about what's been going on in Oklahoma politics over the last week or so. And one big item is Kevin Stitt, our governor here in Oklahoma, has decided not to take federal taxpayer dollars for food insecurity of children here in Oklahoma. Now, if you're not aware, Oklahoma is a top 10 state when it comes to food insecurity for kids. 1 in 4 kids will be going hungry tonight. They're going hungry tonight. That's what 1 in 4 kids in Oklahoma will be doing. And Governor Kevin Stitt decided that we don't need that funding. We have plenty of funding here to take care of our food insecure kids when we're top 10 in the nation for food insecure kids, which is just laughable. The other thing is, this is a lot of taxpayer money, Fed money, that we've already paid in that he's refusing to bring back to Oklahoma, which is just, it's ludicrous on its face for many reasons. One is, yeah, we're top 10 state. We should be taking that money to help our poor families, single moms, and everybody else who are just having a hard time putting food on the table. Another thing is, this is a summer food program. So when school's out, that's really when this will hit. That's really when this is supposed to help those kids, because when school's out, as we know, a lot of kids, the only time they eat sometimes is at school. So this is going to help alleviate that and everything else. This goes into a lot broader context too, as to like one of the things you're going, wow, why would Governor Stitt want to do this? I mean, I get he's a billionaire, he's got all his own money, he's probably disconnected from anything else, but really it has a lot more to do with him just not being that original. Because there are other governors, Republican governors, like the governor from Iowa, for instance, I believe Nebraska is another, that have decided they're not going to take it either. And he says, hey, I'm not sure about the administration of this. I don't want to be beholden to the federal government. Ooh, that big old bad federal government. But these are our taxpayer money here. This is the ETF program and all that stuff. So this has a lot of implications that's going to keep us in the top 10, hey, top 10 state of food insecure kids, because this $40 million can do a lot for that. It would help a lot of kids in that way here in this state, to make sure that they get a meal at night or during the afternoon or anything else, especially during the summertime. And another thing that this does is, you hear the contrasting stories and stuff and you think, oh, it's satire, maybe it's a little bit hyperbole to say that, conservatives, they love the fetus, but after you're born, they could care less about you. So this really puts that into perspective. So here in Oklahoma, we have all these conservative Republicans want to force these women to have babies no matter what. And then, of course, once single mom or whatever does have that kid or that, teenager or whatever else, they're not going to be able to feed them. So, hey, that's on you. So that's basically what we're getting here. And when you look at this, Kevin Stitt, yeah, he's following the sheep, because he sees that, hey, the more petty and the more cruel I can be, the more that wins me with my base, because that's really where the conservative Republican base is right now. The more petty, the more cruel I can be to my fellow citizens, well, that's going to get me votes. And that's going to get people to like me. It's going to pull me up in the polls more, because this is absolutely where the base of conservative Republicans are. How much harm, how much damage, how much pain can I cause my fellow citizen, whether it's national or in the state? Another thing that strikes me on this is the fact that Oklahoma's second biggest industry is agriculture. Yes, farming, whatever it is, growing stuff and harvesting it and everything else. And one of the things you got to think about with this program is, hey, you know what? That food's got to come from those farmers. And this is sort of works as a subsidy program in a way. The ETF program, the welfare program, as far as it goes with food stamps and all that stuff, really help the agricultural industry out. It works kind of like a subsidy to them. So this helps small farmers, family farms, as well as the bigger ones too, but this would really help out our agricultural industry here in Oklahoma. Give them money is what it would do, because it would spur a demand, of course, right? If we have $40 million going to buy food, well, that's got to come from the farmers who grow it and harvest it. And here in Oklahoma, it's our second biggest industry. So there's so many whammies with this, where I'm looking at Kevin Stitt and going, what a bonehead of a governor we have, who can't think ahead 2 moves, much less 7, to think that, one, we're a very food insecure state. We'll have kids tonight. 1 in 4 will go to bed hungry tonight because they don't have the money in their family to put food on the table or enough food. And so Here you go, not taking it when we could use that help. The other thing is it helps our agricultural industry here in Oklahoma, our second biggest industry, because that money will go to that. It will help spur, demand in that field, in that industry right there of agriculture. And that's what it does. The other thing is we won't have hungry kids, right? So that's where we are right now with Kevin Stitt not taking these funds, and a lot of people, including Republicans who aren't so petty and cruel, are scratching their heads like, why would we not want to take this?